So welcome back, guys. Today I'm gonna give you the second part of top 5 moves that you should avoid using in intermediate to higher ranks. The 5 moves I'm covering today are very prominent moves, and this is gonna be a heavily debated video, I think, because these are most Yoshimitsu favorite moves from a lot of the player base. I will show you why and how you should use them, and especially why you should avoiding using them all the time. I will make one for the highest level of play, even though I can only refer to what I see iMusician gets killed by, because I'm not at the highest level of play by any means, not even at higher rank play. And then I will make a general play style video, what I think is Yoshimitsu's strength and what I think you should revolve your game strategy around. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna show you a stealth buff. A buff that wasn't mentioned in the videos, and I think I'm not tripping. If I'm not tripping, they actually saved a whole lot of trouble for Yoshimitsu. So, let's get into the video. The first move is his full crouch down 4-4, a legendary move. Most people say it's the only usable low from Yoshimitsu. It's 18 to 19 frames, it's a homing, counter hit launcher, and +4. Sounds great, right? But the problem with this move is, if you revolve your offense around it, it gets very predictable. And the problem is, if the opponent is just standing there and moving away from your unblockables, you're gonna get naturally torn to full crouch down 4-4. But if you do this, you have to keep one thing in mind. This move has to hit 7 times to make up for the damage you take if it gets blocked once. Let that sink in. 7 times before you equal the damage you're taking if the opponent reads it 1 time. That's why this move is not a pressure tool. It's a counter hit fish, but what it's even better at is a zoning tool. If you backdash and you do it from around here and they try to get in, they're gonna get hit. If he's a Mishima, tries to Reivu on you, he's gonna get hit. And you're gonna score a whole lot of counter hits with that strategy, instead of just doing it because you want the plus frames and someone blocking and killing you for it. I will make a video where I actually show what range I use this move at, but please take my word for it. If you only remember the times the move landed, that's always the case. It was for me as well, but if you watch your own gameplay, you will see at higher level how much damage you take for throwing this out as a pressure tool. The next one is up 3+4. A move that a lot of Yoshi players use to start a round or to crush mids and highs. But please guys, this move has no tracking, it has no range, it has a 40 frame startup, sorry. That means that everyone and their grandmother can launch punish this. Okay, it has deceptible range. And what's even harder is that the move doesn't even crush reliably. It is the only usage of this move is at the wall. If someone is not waking up and you want a guaranteed CD1, or if the opponent gets up and you want the +3 on block. But keep one thing in mind, this move is 40 frames startup. That means that decent opponents actually can react to this if they lay on the ground. And still block it, but you get your +3. So at the wall it is usable, but in the open it's not. Next one is down forward 1, 2, and the extensions. This move is, I think, the most used move from Yoshimitsu player nowadays, and everyone knows what the weakness is. They just close their eyes for it. The extension is a high, but of course, if the opponent isn't sharp, you score a counter hit launch. First and foremost, every decent opponent will duck this, because it is not a mix-up. This, as you can see here, is not a mix-up. If I block this and I want to duck, I will block both. So I never ever have to care about the mid hitting. The only thing that is good about this move, if you use it very sparingly, like, of course, if the opponent doesn't duck this, abuse it. Do it like all the time. I mean, really all the time. But start up with throwing 3 to 4 just down for once and see if he's ducking. If he's ducking or not. And this move is a counter hit launcher, so it is supposed to fish for counter hits. I know that sounds very easy, but if you use it all the time, it's not gonna score those counter hits. And it's only +1, so what you gonna do with it? Maybe if the other one hits, it's +6, but you get the point, right? So, of course, if you only do this, then it's +14, but you know what I mean. And don't fool yourself. Even if this hits, I'm gonna try to replicate it as best as I can. Even if the first one hits. Oh shit, I blocked. Sorry. I can still duck it. And there's nothing that holds me back from doing so. So use it very sparingly. Abuse down forward 1, and then when you have a feeling he might press, use it if you need the damage. And you will see you will score way more counter hits using this sparingly, like once in a blue moon, than using it all the time. The next one is the one that will get me killed on this video. It's Flash. The move why everyone picks Yoshimitsu. The best move he has, without a doubt. But the move has clear weaknesses. The first one is being, I don't have to do anything. Do you see that? I'm not moving, I'm not blocking. If I get hit by this, I still don't have to do anything. And I can punish you for it. And yes, on block it's -15, but on whiff it's -40. So if I don't do anything, I have enough time to punish you. And now let me explain how this move works. This move is very equivalent to the best panic tool in the game. Let's say you have Devil Jin's up 4. Devil Jin's up 4 is not good because the risk reward is good. Devil Jin's up 4 is good because it's in the mind of the opponent's player. He will change his playstyle because this move exists. He will not take all of his plus frames and mash you down when you are close to having a comeback situation, because he's afraid you're gonna use the move, and he's waiting for it. Of course, if the opponent doesn't care about Flash, abuse it. Then use it every time. But if you start using it every time when he's on plus after jabs, or if he's close to you, he's gonna start punishing you for it. Maybe backdashing, maybe just standing there, and you're gonna get killed. You just want to make the game more comfortable for you by him being afraid of this move, not by overusing the move. Just opponents will be afraid because they know Yoshimitsu has this move, so a lot of opponents won't take their plus frames against him. That's how you should use this move, and not by every situation where you're minus just throwing it out. I know in purple ranks that works, but in later ranks and against good opponents that won't work. And now we come to the last one. Sidestep for Kicho is not a setup for a free Kicho mix-up. They can beat all the options. I will show you, I have a different video on this. This one is actually quite good, I'm not gonna lie. This one is actually quite good, as you can see. Even Zafina can't step this, so now we finally have one, but this is the only exception from the whole Kicho set. This is not going to work after this. This is not going to work only if he presses buttons, and this is not gonna work. The only one is the new low, and the extension actually from 111, I think, is it? Yeah. This extension will also track them down. Oh no, Zafina not, but I know that normal characters can get tracked down. And don't fool yourself if he does Kicho 4 into Kicho 4, he can still step and block. There's no problem. And if he's sharp and he knows that you're gonna go with this move, he can even sidestep block into fuzzy low. So, and the step will evade Kicho 1+2. So this is not a true mix-up. I showed you now 5 moves that you shouldn't use too much. I don't say that you never use this, but I say use it sparingly and not all the time. And now I'm gonna show you, let me finish the sentence first, sorry. All these things that I showed you are his main tools and you should use them, but never overuse them. Yoshimitsu doesn't have these standout tools that you can just use brain dead and repeatedly over and over and force your opponent to make a decision. He doesn't have those kind of tools. And now I'll show you something that I couldn't believe recording this video. So Kicho 1+2 had a tendency to whiff if you sidestep right. But as you can see now, Zafina could do it actually, but Asuka can't. And she's not a big body. This is a stealth buff. I'm pretty sure it is, because I option selected this every time. Please, please let me know in the comments if you're experiencing the same thing. Because I know that I could option select this. And I know I killed people for it. But it seems like they stealth buffed it. Or I'm completely tripping right now. Because I just found this out 5 minutes ago. Recording the video, explaining everyone how shit this mix-up is. And then he just tripped me every time when I tried to walk it. And see, Kazumi can't. So only Elisa can. That is crazy. They actually stealth buffed this. I'm so happy. How can I try to replicate this? If it's very hard to do actually, but I have to think about something. But does it track every time? No, right? It only tracks in that situation. Yeah, if you block this, you can still step it. But I know that on hit you could step it as well. I think that's actually a stealth buff. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And let me know what you think and comment on the video. You can always discuss. I like to hear different opinions, and I know on this one there are gonna be a lot. But please be nice. Everyone has their opinion, and yeah. See you in the next one. Goodbye.